Alright, we got a cursed submission heal. And yeah, I think they were saying that it has a good start, but not so much later on. So yeah, Primordium and Prim Mold. First thought that comes to mind is Reformdium, which, to be honest, I don't think I've really done that much of, if any, in Monster Train 2. If it has, it's been a while. But so I don't even know how strong that is necessarily. It seems like it would be too slow. So that might not be something I go for outside of the first few rings. And then, because honestly, Primordium just wants to get like good equipment from deployment and sort of just sit there. So I don't see how Reformdium would be that good. Looks like it's got some good action here. Tangalicious has beaten it, and Lustrous has beaten it. It did take Evil out, and it did take the Submitter out. So looks like it is a decently good seed here. Okay. Entropy, at least it's that. Pyre Hunter, it's okay. Vampiric Feed is probably the toughest thing up here. And Wickless Baron, very good starter. Molded, pretty crappy starter when you have Primitive Mold already, I think. But, you know, it is what it is. And then Space Prism is, I guess, okay here. It's definitely gone down in value in Monster Train 2, but in this specific combo, especially starting with a Wickless Baron, it's potentially good. You know, we may not get like the ideal Primordium setup anyway, so it's good to have other options, which is like Harvest Floor. Alright, pretty sure we just go Superfood. Those are not great. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Yeah, I don't know. Both are relatively useless. I mean, the Wanderer's Talisman would be good at the start, but I just don't think I have that weak of a start. I already have a Baron. I already have Primordium. Like, that should be enough. Like, but what I don't have is like consistent backline clear. You know, Plinks are not that good, and there's not many specific like removal cards in this combo. It's one of the big weaknesses of the combo. So as bad as Breath of Heaven is, it's probably better than Wanderer's Talisman. It's probably better than a skip as well, because it'll at least earn me, I don't know, I could throw out a number of like 100 gold maybe that I wouldn't otherwise get if I'm like because it'll bring the collector forward. That's the main reason I take it. I think we take it. But yeah, I'm not really super happy about those artifacts. Cranberry is playing Peak. I don't know what that is, but if Cranberry's playing it, it must be good. So, probably just go, let's see. I feel like the Baron is still better up here, because it'll eventually grow more. Alright, the Plinks do 2 damage, so we're fine to do this. Give you damage, give you that. Yeah, and as we can see here, it literally just earned me 50 gold already that I would not have had because we have no Plink here. So, it's already good. Let's put this damage in on the tank. That's our biggest issue right now. Let's see, 21, I can do 13 plus 2. It's not enough to kill. But maybe this still makes sense, I don't know. I don't know if it does, I should let that up. These are going to die anyway, so I might as well kill them. We're bound to take one hit here. I should wait on this for when the boss gets up top, I think. Should try to hit these. A 3-3 or a 5-5. I actually think a 5-5 might be better. This, hit him twice, get whatever back, burn it out. Get our big high value pirate here. I guess it probably could have just given the heal down there and it would have been better, but it didn't really mean anything in the end. Alright, so we have Breath of Heaven, but I'm still, my initial thought here is Mind Collapse. Personal Dust is a better card, but like I said, in this combo, there's not a whole lot of targeted removal. Plus, it is Entropy, which has, you know, that stuff, the dudes. It unfortunately doesn't really do enough damage to be that relevant into the Cherubs, though, so it's like, I don't know how much value it gives me all the way until the end. Like, I don't know that it's actually that good in that regard, but maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Prismal Dust obviously has pretty good use with the Superfood Primordium, but at the same time, I just don't know how useful it is. Like, I can just take a second rank of Superfood. In a lot of cases, I'll be forced into it anyway. If I really need damage shield. And it's tough one, actually. I could also, yeah, I think it's Mind Collapse. I think targeted removal, even with the Breath of Heaven, it just kind of makes sense. Dripfall, I guess. Dripfall is just a very good card. I don't find myself taking Molten Encasement much these days. It's kind of weird that I don't know why it seems so much worse in Monster Train 2, but it doesn't seem very good to me. And obviously we don't need another Molded. Alright, pretty clear we go to the right here. We're looking for Multi-Strike, and that's mainly it. But I also, in the same vein, don't really have anything for the Merchant of Magic here, as you can see. So, yeah. Plus, we definitely, with the cards we have, we don't want to go to an Umbra Banner. Like, that's just pretty obvious. Okay, Dualism, Paraffin Enforcer is something I could do. Ooh, was it Dualism and Smidgestone? I'm pretty sure it was, right? Because if it's Smidgestone, definitely we should take the Legion of Wax here. That has really good synergy with the Baron. It obviously has anti-synergy, I guess, with the Primordium, because the things that spawn out of it are not permanent, but I haven't really had that good of experiences with Legion of Wax in Monster Train 2. Without essence to put into it, I just don't know how good it is, but I actually feel like the Lady of the House is probably better here. It's 45 attack front-loaded, which is a lot better than 8 attack front-loaded, but I'm very curious maybe just to take the Legion Wax. I feel like it might have more that I can do with it. There's just not a whole lot I can do with Lady of the House. It is a good thing to mix with like a Paraffin Enforcer. Remnant Steel. Most of the time with Primordium, I'd like to go to the Merchant Arms Ring 3, but even there, I don't know, because I just feel like in this combo, if I'm not hitting Void Binding, or Void Armament, I mean, It's kind of like, it feels like Void Armament or Bust, right? Is anything else really doing that much good here when I don't, you know, I have to hit on Trample or like Furnace Tap otherwise. That's pretty much my only options to really make use of the Primordium here. But Legion of Wax gives me like a different option, because I could put any potato in front of Primordium if I get the right cards. But this gives me an option, I think, to maybe build around this Wickless Baron. So I think I'll do that. And yes, it is Smidgestone. If it wasn't Smidgestone, I was going to just re-roll probably for Multi-Strike, but I think a Smidgestone here is definitely warranted. You're taking a 4-pip unit and bringing it down to 1. That's pretty good. Honestly, we could do this as well. That's not a horrible idea. That just gets the floor cleared out and harvests triggered much more faster. I think I'll definitely just do that. And I do kind of wonder if the Merchant of Steel here is better than the Merchant of Arms, because it has a Remnant banner. And I feel like I need one more banner at this point. I mean, obviously I can Hellvent at some point, but... And I mean, even looking at this map, it's like, there are no steals until here, which is opposite a Hellvent, or Empyrean Well, which is the only Empyrean Well other than the guaranteed final one. So it's actually a low dupe map. It's also a low banner unit map. There's basically just nothing on this map. It's a weird, like, map. No banners, no Empyrean Wells. What do you got? Pretty much nothing. Just a bunch of armories, I guess. Like, so many armories, which, honestly, with all of these armories, it's even more reason not to go to the Merchant of Arms. Like, if I have that many options to hit armories, then again, I'm not hitting a lot of them, though. Because I'm obviously going to hit this. So this is not happening. This Merchant of Arms Armory Alcove looks a lot worse than this as well, but maybe at that point I have a better idea. I could maybe hit this armory. This is maybe better than this side. Yeah, I think I'm hitting the steel though, long story short. I don't really know. I guess I'm just sussing out like whether I should do this or not, but if I am hitting that steel, maybe I hold out on both upgrades. It's honestly the only steel I'm going to hit this whole time, other than the one I just hit, so I still am like, maybe I should just take this. I'm really only looking for multi-strike at this point, and this just gives me, honestly, a lot of extra attack. I'm definitely open to it. I think we just take it. Draw should be fine. So for this, I am just gonna line this up immediately, and we can just have, like I said, anything eating this. Right now, the Primordium is not very useful to me. Okay, that 23 damage is a bit wasted there. Wait, why is this doing 23? Did I miss something? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Why is this doing 20 something damage? Should have been an 8-8, then it got a 4-4. What am I missing here? Is the burnout thing bugged? Why do I have so much attack? Okay, whatever. I honestly, I don't know what's going on there, but I'll take it, I guess. I should still leave space and not play this, I think, and just keep that as the only thing in the reform pool. Is that true? I mean, I can get more stuff. Let's just do this. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I don't play that, though. We're not going to redraw it anyway. This is a good plank. And then this is a good one of these. Just feed this, and we can put this in. $69, nice. I guess we plink. Got him, but let's get him even more. Trying to think if there's any hidden mechanic that I'm missing. I need to check it really quick. So I'm not going crazy here, am I? Maybe it had more attack than 8, and I'm just like not remembering it correctly. No, it's 8-8. So 8-8. Well. But as you can see, I added... Okay, I think I know what's going on here. I'm pretty sure the burnstone is not properly... Oh no, it is properly... Okay, it's properly labeled. I just was looking at the 4-4 for some reason. So, okay. I just didn't read it quickly. Wow, Wickstone is super good then. It was already worth it even if it wasn't at 15 attack. But at 15 attack, it's like even extra worth it. Nice. I like that. Okay. Ignore me. Immortal Trade is definitely something I could do, but now we know that Perils of Production is not in the pool. So that does make it a little worse. A lot worse, actually. And... I don't know, this seems like a deck that just wants to reform and harvest at the current moment, and I'm not hitting the Merchant Arms, which makes it even less likely that Primordium is actually a main focus of this run, at least at this point. So this actually seems like a skip to me, because I'm not adding another vanilla Mind Collapse for a Calcified Ember. I might add a Space Prism, though. That actually seems worth it, because as you can see, I do have issues with space, so actually the Space Prism probably is fine. This could be good front-loaded damage. We are a slow deck, even with the increased, attack on the Wickstone. But also Dripfall kind of accomplishes the same thing to some degree and just much better. I think we'll just take a Dripfall. You can never have too many Dripfalls. That's just such a good card. And yeah, I think we're abandoning the Primordium, like, there's only one item that really makes it pop off that much right now. With no sweepers, no multi-strikers, no nothing like that. Alright, 50-50 for multi-strike. That is interesting. I could just take another one of these. Now that we know there's like no banners, like my chances aren't even that high to get a Paraffin Enforcer, so like Lady of the Reform doesn't seem great to me. I think what we're going to do is, especially without the extra Hellvent, I think we just make this one into a super tank, because I can't even reroll here, so let's make this one a super tank, and make this one, I could honestly make it burn out. That might be better than adding 20 health, because that 15 attack is awesome. That helps a lot with my front-loaded damage, and it's not like I need this thing to stick around, and I have so many friggin' reform cards that, like, I should be hitting multiple a turn. Oh look, something absolutely useless. Yeah, that's horrible. There's no reason ever to take that, honestly. I do need to get rid of stewards in this deck. I can keep one. So I think eventually for now yeah, let's go like this for now. That guy will definitely win the game for us in Relentless, but let's try to like deal with the waves in the meantime. This is the floor that I think we want extra space on. Although honestly, maybe here, because if they're all kind of just dying there, we want to get this floor going. There's no sense taking this hit, but then again, I might as well hit him there as well. I don't think we play that. Well, I said we had a lot of reform cards, but of course then we go and just don't draw one. Nice plink. Could also actually just do it up here at this point. There still will be units here. I actually probably want to put this here. We don't need the pool to be that clean at this point, I think. We just want to make sure we don't take fire damage. Yeah, I think we're fine to get rid of that. Put this in the back or the front? Probably the back. Yeah. Got him. Well, I don't love Formless Child, but it might be a deck for it. Yeah, I should be thinking out loud here. I don't know, they both give me scaling, but obviously the Formless Child is technically better. It's just so awkward to get to work, and it doesn't help with my burnout timers, which honestly, at some point, the burnout timers will be relevant, and this just gives me a bunch of attack, even though a lot of it goes to waste. Like, that's the problem with the Legion of Wax, is a lot of these, the units that come out are ephemeral, and it's like, they're kind of one and done, but it's probably Formless Child, honestly. I'm trying to think if there's any good reason for Wax and Spike. The only time a Wax and Spike outperforms it is probably if I get specifically a Paraffin Enforcer here. Which, if I get a Paraffin Enforcer, I'm already doing pretty good anyway. So, it's probably just Formless Child. Probably make for better content anyway. Yeah, this is about as brick as it gets. I mean, we've been offered 0 morsel cards, so those Umbra units are out of the picture, and then the Lady of the Reform just doesn't make any sense. That's Brickville. But that's okay. We've got a game plan with these other things. I kind of lean toward draw upgrade here. Does that seem wrong? I mean, Pip seems not really useful when I've got these space prisms, and Ember is usually the default here, but I don't know, that Empyrean Will is pretty late, like, and I don't even know what I'm duping at this point. Like, I was thinking to dupe the Legion of Wax, but I'm like, is that even actually helping me? I kind of want just the one Legion of Wax to be getting reformed. Having 2 is like maybe too much. What I could do is get another Wickless Baron, and honestly, Ember upgrade kind of goes to waste there, because I'm one Ember over in that scenario. So I think it's draw for now, and I could do an Ember later depending on what we get. And I'm thinking we go to the right. I don't know. I don't really have anything at the Merchant of Magic. Pyre Health would be nice, and I very well may leak because my front-loaded damage is so bad, but you know, leaking also would be mitigated by like holdover Dripfall or permafrost Dripfall. Spell chain Dripfall to some degree. Double stack Dripfall to some degree. And double stack, not really. Plus 10 on Mineclefts would be nice. There's not much beyond that though. I don't really want like a consume remove space prism. Like double stack just doesn't that good with a Dripfall necessarily. There's actually a few bricks, and I don't even have like, I don't know. It's just not that good of a node. Whereas like over here, I think there's more stuff. Granted, a lot of the trinkets aren't that good for us, but I can just get some guaranteed Pyre Health and the alcove. We already got one. We got the worst alcove out of the way, so we know it can't be completely useless. Yeah, I think we go to the right. Is there any other magics I'm hitting? Well, just that one, I guess. And that one. And that one. Okay, I got a lot later. Yeah, we don't need to hit that magic. Teeth of Gold, useless. Whetstone could be good. Same with the Footstool. We'll check this first. Well, it's not Ritual Tome. Umberstone. It's probably useful, but Primordium is so awkward right now. I do hope that I'm not messing up by not trying to build into this champ, because this is supposed to be, you know, typically one of the best champs. I just don't really see it being amazing here. I mean, I could maybe do some Formless Child shenanigans with it, but it's not consistent. You know, I can't guarantee I draw a Formless Child early, and even the Umberstone, beyond the Primordium, it's not that good because my other dudes are on burnout timers, and I didn't take the Wax and Spikes, so I don't have burnout extension. Alright, one sec, I need to take a pause. Alright, I'm back. And I, you know, am no closer to a decision than before. I do feel like maybe the most upside here is Umberstone, but I'm kind of thinking Remnant Pack. Here's my thought, you know. I could go endless on Primordium. I can make it die. Even then, endless doesn't really make sense, does it? It's like I'd rather just reform them. If I could intrinsic it, kind of. It doesn't even make sense then. I don't know. I don't know if I should actually take these. They're normally so powerful, but it's like I could take the Umberstone speculatively. I guess I can take the Umberstone, but I kind of feel like it's likely to not actually do anything. Yeah, flex the Stalwart. I think we re-roll this. I mean, I could take the Whetstone, I guess. The problem is, like, The footstool might actually be higher rate of being good here. It does seem like I'm maybe going to the right up here. Even though I feel like there's way more value on the left. It's like I said, there's all these armories, but they're on the shitty nodes, so it's like... taking these, like, there really just isn't a single armory or merchant of arms that I'm going to hit, so like... Are they even any good? I feel like they're not. Let's roll it. Wow, horrible prices here. Granted, I guess I could have predicted that I was likely not to afford some of these. I don't see much downside to jackstrips. I'll take it. That makes me more likely to go over here, though, because now I don't have any money for the other side. Still, though, maybe the left side, free artifact and free double removal is probably more useful. I really regret taking the Trample Tim, because it seems more and more unlikely that we're actually going to use it. So our boss upgrade is nullified here, but that should hopefully be fine. Well, definitely got to get rid of these stewards. I'm more like, yeah, I'm more and more feeling just getting that other thing going. $23, $26. Alright, trample actually relevant here. Definitely got to get rid of these stewards. I do worry about our ability to deal with the... I think we're going to be fine until we hit the gladiators, but like, yeah, I think definitely like double draw, and I need to thin this deck out, so every single vortex needs to get hit for absolutely certain. Such an awkward turn here. Like, it couldn't be worse of a turn, but I think what we do is this. Then we'll get the Legion back with a bunch of damage. That was a good harvest. Let's put this Burnout 2. Let's put it in the back. We can just have that die. And once again, that's just so awkward. This is why still I'm like, maybe Ember is better. Could rather have... It's still awkward because the burnout, like... I don't know. I don't know if like bringing these back is that wise without any burnout. But I guess we want the Legion, if anything. It's probably fine. What the hell did I drop? Oh, yeah. Definitely wondering if Wax and Spike would have been better, though. Oh, that thing didn't die. God damn it. Well, I guess that's fine. This sucks, though. I think we actually want to bring this down. Yeah, that's good. I think we're in desperate want of a Wax and Spike. If I can somehow get one. It's very unlikely I find one from here on out. Yeah, these are absolutely useless. Ask and ye shall receive. Wow. That is so... It's like a 1% chance or something to find it here. It sucks because it's actually up against a super good card, which is resin removal, but... And, you know, we do have the sap to worry about, but, I don't know. Seeing that all go down, like, I feel like I really need a Wax and Spike. It's also good on the Primordium floor if it need be. Yeah, we're just taking that. We can survive without a resin removal. We're also, like, could find another one, of course. But yeah, I think we definitely gotta get rid of every steward at the very least. And I actually have a bunch of money. I don't know how I ended up with 310 gold. It's quite a lot of gold. Alright, this allows me to not take an Ember upgrade. And Memorial Fund probably pays for itself. This could be good or bad. This could be very bad. This could be very bad. Oh. Man. I really hope this Chain of Gems doesn't screw me over. But I feel like it should be positive. Buy that. It should pay for itself from here on out. We'll remove the other ones eventually. I know I have all this extra Ember and nothing to do with it, but that'll change after the next ring, because I got that Hellvent. Heaven Seal's pretty rough. It's really rough. I mean, it's basically the same fight as the last fight. We didn't really necessarily gain any outright power. We just made the deck a little faster, but I could still bottom deck just the same way. And then the same situation happens, and then instead of a 20 health tank coming through, it's a 150 health tank. Can't do it. It's too brutal. Fine with that. We know Relentless is taken care of. Those things will eat up the Chain of Gems most of the time, and that's actually plenty fine. Wait, why did I get Chain of Gems there still? Weird. How is that still not fucking dying? Are you fucking kidding me? I should have put the trample in the front. Luckily, Jack Strips got me out of it, but I should have won a Space Prism up here. I don't know why I'm not doing that. It's actually making way more sense just to transition to the top. Oh well. Oh, we're just gonna have to take damage here. There's nothing I can do about that. Double damage even. At least they only do 3. But yeah, I can see where this run is going to start to fall apart. I feel like I've played 50,000 of these things. Like, I'm going to stop adding them to the deck, because without an Ember upgrade, it's actually so brutal to play them out. Alright, I can play this. Well, if I didn't have Chain of Gems screwed me again. Oh, it screwed me again. Why did I take this? I knew it was not going to be good. Alright, this is what we can do. I'll just do this, it's fine. I'll take a damage for it, but... Okay, we'll put it down here. I want the... Basically what I'm trying to do is get that Primordium back with this. Oh, it died to eating. That's why. I thought it would have died to burnout. Am I tripping or not? Like, I thought it was only 4 burnout. And it would have had, what, 8? I'm really confused why it didn't die to burnout. I can't... Why can't I hide the thing here? I think this is actually better for this boss. Bring you down here. Oh, god damn it. That's wild. Well, we technically live, but, yeah, fuck us. I didn't expect to leak the boss there. Definitely, burnout, I guess, on the Primordium was not the right call. Because I would have 100% beat that without taking the stupid burnout. Cannibalize actually might be good here. That would allow me to kill the Primordium and combo it with... yeah, that has to happen. Alright, Crushing Demise is huge. We absolutely need that. Even though it's still awkward with the setup, but we'll figure out how to make it work. Double stack. Double stack there would make it more able to get played. I'm definitely open to that. And honestly, it's the best remove consume as well. Now granted, I could combo it with this instead of double stack, and that might actually be better, because I got a draw upgrade. I'll have a relatively thin deck, so I can just play it more often. And then I get a +8 to everything, which might be better than double stacking it. I mean, honestly, yeah. Yeah, that'll have to happen, and that might be my hell vent. Come to think of it, I definitely want +10 there. I don't know that double stack Dripfall does that much for me. It's like I'm using it on my own units mostly so far, so... How did I end up with another Calcified Ember? Oh, probably one of these. I didn't even look, but whatever. I feel like duping the Legion is tough. We actually don't have enough reform to support another unit dupe, I think, so I really do think it's Wax and Spike. Or Crushing Demise. If it's Crushing Demise, I should reroll here. Yeah, let's reroll. Intrinsic. Intrinsic Crushing Demise to get the Primordium going, maybe. Or just help with Ring 1. I like that. And that becomes the Hellvat. That'll help. Especially in this upcoming fight. I'm gonna go like this. It's weird, but this is how I make best use of the Crushing Demise. I can't believe that thing didn't die. I mean, I can believe it, because the game is bullshit, but... Put you there, I guess. Do that. We want this to die. Of course, they're... Oh yeah, I played that. Well, there's nothing I can do. It's still going to be a 50-50, but there's really nothing I can do about that. Alright, we got the right unit back. And we don't even have burnout, so that's really good. Let's do this. Trample's not really going to matter here, so let's get these units back. This isn't bringing anything back anyway, so let's do that. Well, luckily this is only at 9, but I mean, trample would have helped here. I could do this if I really am feeling spicy. Do 10. I could kill that at 10. I want to get this fucking thing out of here. Alright, that makes sense. Let's go here. If I do this... That's a stupid... It would give more to the other guy. I actually don't think I play anything other than this. Yeah, I just need to take this hit. Could use Wind Spirit at some point here. Alright, top floor is good. Mid floor we definitely got to take care of. I need to, like, definitely not let that guy gorge. Could put this up top for finishing stuff off, but I think it actually seems better here. Let's give some space there. Let's see, move that down. Alright, we can get trampled at this point. How does that not... So you're getting the lifesteal on the damage shield somehow? That's weird, because I'm like, that should definitely kill that, and then this should get the follow-up kill there, but whatever. Doesn't make any sense that it can lifesteal off damage shield. Literally makes 0 sense. Could make that in kill range. I think I actually do like that. Okay, it's apparently not in kill range. Sorry, multitasking. We definitely want to kill both these things. Let's take them out. We'll go here and here and there. I'm worried for this deck. I feel like it just doesn't quite have the speed required for it to be good. It's good at this point, but, you know, I'm taking damage, like, I'll take more, and I'm worried for it. I could Hellvent the Crushing Demise one more time, and that should help. And I need 2 Hallowed Halls. Okay, Hallowed Halls is definitely getting taken. It might not be as good as you think, but it's obviously just way better than these. Yeah. I really want to justify a draw upgrade, but it's been really hard not having that extra Ember. We're hitting Merchant of Magics. And I'm getting Pyre Health back, that's good, so I think it's a draw. We want to hit those Crushing Demises, Hallowed Halls, all that stuff as much as possible. I can get the price down pretty good. Intrinsic. I could Intrinsic the Cannibalize and then actually target my correct unit. I actually do like that. And then let's get rid of the final stewards here. They're just unplayable. Also, I need to hit the reforms more often, so I think all of this stuff makes sense. With a Chain of Gems, we really don't need a superfood. Let's just go the maximum stalwart stack. Allows me a little more flexibility with what I can do there. -2 and consume. I could do that on one of these plinks. We obviously don't care about them. Let's do this. Then my redraw is so much better. Permafrost, probably not worth it. Would be okay on a Dripfall, but oh yeah, Holdover. Okay, we got Holdover or Hallowed Halls if I want it. Maybe the Crushing Demise is better though. I'm pretty sure the Crushing Demise is way better. And we can make this cheap anyway. Let's actually add another 10 here. This thing at 20 is much better. Now I don't need to Hellvent Crushing Demise. Heaven see, I probably should have thought about that a bit more. But that's okay. So we're still going to make this thing die, I think. Let's give the damage shield to this guy. It would be nice to kill that guy first. Alright, let's start with this. Alright, well, whatever. We're going to be getting Pyre Health back. This is fine here. We're just going to get that burnout anyway. I guess we're not using that. That was not the greatest order, I suppose, but whatever. Lead with this, I think. was actually potentially the best hit. Alright. This probably needs to die middle. Oh, god damn it. Well, kill that anyway. Do we even do this thing? I don't know. So I could put this here, I could put it up here. It's a lot of attack here, gives me time. Let's try to kill that. It's less attack now. I think we still do this. This hold over crushing Demise is crushing it. I'm just gonna take back whatever here. I don't think I've used the Winger's Spirit once, and I am a-okay with that. That thing sucks. Alright, you're going here. Do that. I think the Crushing Demise is pretty much a godsend to this deck. Alright, this came back with good damage. Here, then we do this, and then I can maybe cannibalize it if I have to. It didn't really work out, but that's okay. Let's move it down. That should do quite a lot of damage. Gotta say, Breath of Heaven not doing me any favors in fights like this, but now it's okay. We want to try to get that dead, I guess. Beautiful. Put you down first. Looks like he's dead, but we might as well get extra slays or harvests or whatever. Although I don't know that I actually did that. I don't know if I accomplished that right there. We got a lot of money anyway. Ancient Upgrade is a significantly worse card in Monster Train 2, which is funny because Ember is obviously at such a premium, but so is Pip Space with Melting Remnant in particular, and also Umbra. To what is, you know, this combo wants space. If I didn't have all these space prisms, I would have definitely taken a Pip upgrade at some point. Prism Retrieval is something I could do to get the Formless Child out. Like, I could speculatively take it for an intrinsic. I think it's actually worth it. Second Formless Child? That's not very good. Resin Removal is probably fine. I don't know that it really does much for me at this point, though. Like, removing Reanimate on some enemies in the Titan fight, that's about all I can think of. Because Jack Strips takes care of so much of my problems. I guess it would help my Primordium a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's really all that good. I think I'll take it, though. I don't want too much sap problems to be abound. Alright, anything that's remotely useful we should take. Ooh, Lightstone Casing. All this money. These are not very useful. I think I'm not going to take any of that. It is potential that I take Lightstone Casing. Let's take that down. Spell Chain and Double Stack. Double Stack's no good. Spell Chain's probably good. I could do it on the crushing demise. I could do it on the holdover crushing demise. Yeah, that's the answer. That's the answer we were looking for. So that's incredibly good. Pseudo remove another one of these. And another one. And then let's make removals there. And make sure I have everything removed that needs to get removed. And then, which I think we're at that point. It's still a 32 card deck, which is a lot, but I think it's fine. I might get rid of the cannibalize. I don't even think that's worth getting rid of. I think we can maybe just make use of double stack there. Alright, so $100 there. I don't think the void does much for me. Ooh, resin block, absolutely. Alright, I don't care about the $100, whatever. I could purge one more card. I might as well purge something. I guess one of the primitive molds. And Hellvent. Would it be weird just to Hellvent this Hallowed Halls? Because I really don't need another Crushing Demise, I don't think. I'm killing 2 units a turn. Jack Strips makes it so it's usually tanks on the middle. And then this just brings my shit back. I think it makes sense. Yeah, this looks fine to me. We actually will set up on middle here, I think. It's a little awkward here. We gotta do this. Of course, it draws me that specific card. That messes the entire plan up massively. Well, things couldn't be going much worse so far with everything. But, you know, that's how it goes, I guess. Like, I don't even think I can play that. Just put that into the pool, I guess. Whatever, I don't actually care to play that in this fight. I kind of just need to get back my my other stuff. If I can get the thing first. Alright, never mind. Let's do that. At 3 burnout, it should be fine. What? worked out decently well. Yeah, pretty well. Alright, I think we've won the fight now. Whatever. Nothing to kill with Mind Collapse here, so probably just Hallowed Halls this. Burnout. This thing would come in with less burnout, but I think I'm good on burnout. I could just could probably do that, unless I want that to die. I actually just want this to come back. Actually, it's the same burnout. It's fine. This thing still has its trample, so no harm there. We can put that into the pool and then do this. Yeah, they'll just get eaten anyway. Alright, we can get that guy in if we want. Bring back Wickless Baron. It already has a ton of attack. We can just bring him up top. Well, I don't know. I don't want to leak this guy at 14 damage. And it's a pretty bad situation because, like, I drew both drip falls here. I think I have to drip fall this guy down. I could also just do this. That would put a little bit of extra damage in. Could also remove 59 sap, actually. That is just enough, isn't it? Yeah, let's do that and that. Forgot that the superfood just massively saps the dudes. Alright, so that guy's dead. Alright. And that is all she wrote. Sorry, I'm like... Alright, y'all saw it. That was definitely an X mark, right? Like, I was lied to, pretty much. Whatever. That was definitely an X mark, and I played my sap cards out. It still had X, so I was lied to. But yeah, I'm trying to do multitasking, so maybe I missed something. This fight could be tough, but I don't think so. I definitely am pretty fine. Like, I got full pyre health. I can't imagine this is actually going to be hard. Okay. Let's get it popping at the bottom so that I don't take the pyre damage. I'm actually going to put the primordium in the very front, just in case this thing dies. Alright, we got some reform here. I don't want the morsels, so I'm fine just like doing that. And then we actually want to play this at 2 here. Because I want this in for sure. Put it in the very back. Worst case scenario, I don't know that obviously I want to play the holdover one. Okay, that's fine. Now this thing, we actually want to try to kill it there, but yeah, it didn't happen, that's fine. Give that some space. I think we just want like a little bit of space on each floor. Let's play one of these first. I need to know which one I'm getting back here. Okay, this is good. So we'll go here. This thing comes back. It does have 1 burnout, which is unfortunate. It's actually fine. We'll go... Oops. Alright, well, whatever. It'll come back with a bunch of burnout. Let's put this here. That will die. I'm fine with either of these coming back at that point. This is going to be a long fight. Whatever. Alright, this is a ton of attack. Let's do that now. We got the wax and spike here. I did fuck that up with the Curse of Entropy ordering, but guess what? Boom. Disaster averted. And we'll go here. Get that back. Hit one of them. The most useless one, of course, but why wouldn't that happen? And we don't care about the attack, we just care about the burnout. Let's do that. I'm gonna get that down first. We could just have that eat up a hit here. We don't actually care about it necessarily. I might as well use my Shield of Wind right now on my dude while he's in front, because there's just never going to be a better time for it. It should be fine. Just try to get that going. I don't know that we need to necessarily bring anything back here. We're in such a... I don't know how to play Firelight either, though, so... I don't know. Probably Formless Child here is better. And then that has a lot of attack. I could put it up here and it has Burnout 2, and that's actually quite a lot of damage. I think this is better. Yeah, whatever. whatever. Let's just keep it going. I think at this point, I can cannibalize it at a certain point, and then just bring it back to another floor. Does make these things a lot worse, though. Oh, whatever. Do I not have cannibalize? Like, I'm like, dude, I should be drawing this at some point, yeah? Alright, there we go. Trying to hit that, the dude in the back, but whatever. Put him down there and then he'll die. I think it lives, right? Wait, why do you live? Corruption is killing it, I guess. That's fine. And I can kill it with the crushing demise anyway. Alright, that's a lot of damage. Should be good. We're doing a lot of damage to entropy now, and that actually was so lucky. I forgot that that guy was there, but it actually killed him, so no harm, no foul. Very lucky on my part. That's a lot of damage. Alright, and the last Pyrolite should clear. Good run. Good run. It was obviously a little bit sloppy, but to be honest, I'd be pretty impressed when you run Formless Child and a setup like this if you're not. If you're very precise, kudos to you. That's actually so much, you know, sussing out of turns that I just don't have the patience for it right now. That's my excuse, at least. But yeah, fun run. I'm guessing we didn't have as strong as a run as the others because I kind of limped through in some areas. And honestly, there's probably, I'm guessing, some high roll Primordium stuff that I didn't really, you know, I didn't visit any of the Magic of Arms or anything, or the Merchant of Arms. So let's see what everyone did. All right, we got the full superfood. That's interesting. Dante's Footstool. Yeah, we can already see definitely a different game plan here. So we got probably a lot of Merchant Arms hit. We got a Bloodthirsty Blade. It's only stacked to 29 though. That's kind of exemplifies what I kind of expect from this seed sometimes, or this, not the seed, but this this combo sometimes. You know, just not without the. Granted, I don't know. I feel like with the Umbra Stone, maybe it was a late Bloodthirsty Blade. It had to have been because I would think with the Umbra Stone it would have been able to get a lot more slays if it was like early Bloodthirsty Blade. But it's probably a late Bloodthirsty Blade is my guess. Pretty good rooms. Did go with a follower event. That's interesting. I guess it is a way to get multi-strike on as a target for the Primordium, but you know they're not priority draws, so it's like I still don't know if I like the followers necessarily. This I like though. It's like basically it looks like he used it to get endless on the encasement, which is totally fine. So he probably didn't take it for the followers, is what I'm saying. So there was a multi-strike at some point on the seed, which would have been nice, but you know, I don't know that it would have changed much with our run, because we just mainly did everything through the crushing demise. Baron Shieldstone. Yeah, definitely it must have hit a different Merchant of Steel than we hit. Another multi-striking Baron. Same version of the Legion of Wax. So there's definitely some similarities. Oh, that's interesting. There's a Entropy Wax and Spike. So that's the -4. It's pretty good, but I don't know that it's incredibly, like you probably wished you had a better target for Entropy, is my guess. So definitely didn't go as hard on the Crushing Demise because it probably didn't need it in the way that we did. This deck seems to probably scale pretty fast. 54 damage, 2 turn. It had a pretty convincing score. And I'm trying to think like where the main difference would be. Like I must have lost, because I actually did better in the last fight. I only did a 1-turn boss rush on Seraph, which cost me some points, but not, 6,000. Granted, I did get screwed in that fight, in my defense. What was it? Yeah, it's only about 1,000 points or so, because the X mark lied to me. I guess just all of his other fights are like bottom floor finishes, it looks like, which I wasn't getting. So that's probably, I guess, the main score difference there. And then Illustrious, that was It's Tangalicious. He's very well-known player, if in case you were not aware. He has his own YouTube channel. Check it out if you haven't. It's very very good stuff. And Illustrious, oh, interesting, I noticed that too. I was looking at the first artifact, so he actually skipped the first artifact, which I guess is fine. I mean, as I think about it, it's like I do think I earned more money out of taking Breath of Heaven, but I also had some fights that were made harder because of it. So I don't hate the skip, though I still think it was worth it to take Breath of Heaven overall, maybe. Just because of the money that it got me early on, maybe. But, yeah, did Tanglicious have a Fight Club as well? I'm trying to think, like... Okay, he didn't have Fight Club, so there's definitely some good hits here. There is no... It looks like no Void Armaments, though, so it's not like the arms are incredible. So I actually think I didn't necessarily miss out on too much there. This does have a Bloodthirsty Blade as well. Relatively low stats though, so I have to think that this Bloodthirsty Blade was found later. Interesting, Illustrious did the same exact thing with the Molten Encasement. I feel like with my deck it just didn't make sense to take a Molten Encasement. I'm thinking back on it and I'm like, it seems like I already had Reform and stuff, so it's like, I don't know, I didn't have stuff that really wanted to stick around, so I kind of stand by not taking the Molten Encasement, but I don't know, seems like it was pretty good, but I don't know how it would have helped me. They did go a little bit harder on the Crushing Demise, although so they hit the Entropy event as well. I suppose the triple stack Dripfall is good. Maybe I like that. I just don't know. Even that is like, I don't know. It is Hell Vented, which is nice. Has the multi-strike. Man, I must have missed the multi-strike. I thought I hit, like, there was barely any Merchant of Steels on this map, and I'm pretty sure I hit all of them. other than one. It's like the one that I didn't hit was like the one that was like opposite of a hell vent. So I don't know if that was the one where the multi-strike was. I don't feel too bad of like skipping it there, because I feel like that you're giving up a lot there. But maybe my hell vent wasn't that good at the same time. I don't remember what I hell vented. But yeah, definitely different. All three of our winning runs were different in what they kind of aimed to accomplish. What was the Primordium as well? They went with a buffet one. So we all had different variants of the Primordium as well. Let's see, Abel has... Interesting. I don't know that I like this. 2 Ember is a big price to pay here. And you're not like scaling the unit. It also makes it so the Formless Child can't actually hit it. So I think that cult event might have actually been the big problem here. I also think I would have smidge stoned the Legion of Wax instead of the Baron, for sure. Otherwise, it's still like pretty powerful stuff. How did they get 3 of these? There must have been a ×5 event or something. I don't see any other way that this gets 3 of. Because there was no... Oh, wait. It made it to Seraph. Okay. Alright, I didn't catch that. Okay, so just double Hell Vent on the Drip Fall. It's going pretty hard on these Drip Falls. I do have to wonder if maybe other stuff it would be better spent on, like Crushing Demise, for example. Because it dies to the waves, it looks like. There's not a whole lot of removal, and it doesn't scale very fast, is what I would say. So that's probably the main problem there. I don't necessarily hate the Lady of the House over the Legion, but definitely in the context of what showed up in the run, it was weaker, right? Because there was no Paraffin Enforcer, there wasn't like anything, there wasn't like, you know, nothing to really make this that worth it. I also don't think I would put the dualism on it. That's like a pretty big waste of money, I would say. Unless you have a Paraffin Enforcer in your hand already. That's the only way I would dualize there. Even then I wouldn't, though, because the dualism would go on the Paraffin Enforcer. So it's like paying 100, so around 100 gold for just burnout, you know, 6 or whatever it is not, definitely not worth. Money could have just been spent on like removing cards or something. Or holding out for like the better upgrades. But yeah, that's about all I can think of. Thank you for that submission. It was a fun one. It's probably the first time I've made Legion of Wax really be all that important in Monster Train 2. It still felt a little underwhelming to me, to be honest. If anything, this run was less of a Legion of Wax run, in my opinion. I mean, it obviously earned me a lot of gold, but I think the main thing here was Formless Child, actually, and then the Crushing Demises, obviously, were the MVP. But Formless Child actually scaled me a ton of damage toward the end, even if it was sloppy. Anyway, though, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.